Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Lukenessmonster, and this is Ask Lukenessmonster, episode 103, the series on the channel where I answer your guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys do want your questions answered in the next episode, make sure to comment down below in this episode, and I will try my very best to answer it. Really quick though, we're actually doing a giveaway on the channel. We're giving away this Black Series Clone 2-pack at 15k subs, but you do have to be subbed to the channel to enter. So make sure you go down and hit that sub button down below so you don't miss out once we do hit 15k. Anyway, jumping into the first question. The first question says, are you surprised we have got a pipeline reveal for Dagan Gera from Jedi Survivor when we don't have the rest of the crew yet? That's a great question, and it is a little surprising. He's not really one of my first choices when it comes to Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order characters we need. I think we definitely need a Marin, a Grease, and there's a few other ones in there too that we definitely need. But yeah, I think that those are some of the more important ones that we need to get, and Dagan was not at the top of my list, but I'm excited to see how the figure turns out. He might be a really, really good figure, and either way I'll be pretty happy, but yeah, I'm excited to see. The next question says, if you could choose any character from the Bad Batch Season 3 for Hasbro to make, what would you choose? And also, out of Star Wars helmets, which one would you want them to make? So to answer your first question, as far as Bad Batch Season 3 characters go, I think I really want their blacked out, grayed out armor from the final 2 or 3 episodes of the show. I really liked that look for them, and it'd be cool to get those variants. Not much new molds or anything for the figures, they're just repaints, but I think they'd make some pretty good figures, and it definitely differentiates from the Season 3 and the Season 2 look, so it would be a good addition to the Black Series line. As far as helmets go, I think right now it'd be tied between a TIE Fighter helmet for an Imperial Stormtrooper and a Commander Cody. I love both of them, but I only really buy the Imperial helmets whenever I can here and there, so a TIE Fighter pilot helmet would be incredible, and I'd love that. The next question says, hey Lukeness, could we expect to see a member of the Bad Batch in the premium roleplay line someday? You know, I think it's definitely possible. I think the problem with the premium roleplay line is that they like to reuse those molds as much as possible because I'm sure they're really expensive to make. And the problem with the Bad Batch is that they're very unique, stylized helmets, and so you could really only make one or maybe a second re-release of a Season 2 paint job for them. But other than that, they're really only going to get the one helmet out of it, and so I think if they were to do it, because they've done that before where they've only made one helmet, I think if they were to do it, they would really have to see that there's a demand for it and that we're going to sell very well. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see, but I don't think it's at the top of their list, but I bet it's definitely on their radar. The next question is actually from my podcast co-host SideQuester, and SideQuester is actually a channel member. If you guys didn't know, channel members do get priority reply to comments on Ask Lukenessmonster, and that's because I do get a lot of questions, and I can't always answer them all in a video, which is unfortunate, but if you do want to guarantee your question will get answered, you can go down and hit that join button down below, because one of the perks is getting priority reply to comments. And another perk we've just started up is member giveaways, so here's past Luke to talk about those a little bit. And we're also doing member giveaways here on the channel. All of our members will be entered to win this Black Series Mace Windu, and if you're a premium member, you will be entered to win this Black Series White Box Mando. You do have the entire month of June if you do want to enter, and any members that do join during the month of June will automatically be entered to win these figures, so consider going down and hitting that join button down below. Anyway, to answer SideQuester's question, he says, you have to select 3 existing Black Series figures to take with you when you inevitably move out to California and become a full-time influencer. What are you bringing? Well, I'm never going to move out to California to become a full-time influencer. Sorry to burst your bubble, but if I did have to pick 3 figures to go with me, I would 100% have to go with ARC Trooper 5s. I think that one's pretty obvious. But then I have to go with Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Boba Fett is my favorite Star Wars character of all time, and that Return of the Jedi figure is incredible. And then last up, we got to go with the White Box Mando. White Box Mando holds such a special place in my heart, and that number 94 Mando figure is what really got me into collecting the Black Series, so I think I'd have to bring that one with me as well. The next question asks, since Gree and Yoda 2-pack sold out, do you think that they will release it again, and this time not for premium members only? So great question. Yes, this set is also a shared exclusive with Shop Disney, so it will be available online at Shop Disney 2 once it does go in stock there, and it should go back in stock on Hasbro Pulse for everyone in the future as well, so don't worry, you will have a chance to get it if you are interested. The next question from Phase 2 Action Review says, what would you say is peak Star Wars? For me, I'd have to say Clone Wars Season 7 Ahsoka episodes. Great question. For me, it has to be pretty much the entire movie of Empire Strikes Back. The beginning assault on Hoth is incredible, action-packed. You have Luke training on Dagobah with Yoda, which is super amazing. One of the best scenes you get to see in all of Star Wars. You get introduced to Yoda and some more of the Jedi teachings there, which is incredible. And then, of course, the escape from Cloud City is just incredible. Han gets frozen in carbonite in the duel between Luke and Vader. It's just unmatched throughout the rest of Star Wars, and is by far peak, in my opinion. The next question says, do you think that there could be new reveals from the Black Series and Premium Roleplay line this year at SDCC in July? So, absolutely, Black Series tends to go really all out for events like SDCC or Star Wars Celebration, and more than likely there tends to be some sort of Premium Roleplay item revealed, whether it's a helmet or a lightsaber, and so, it's hard to say for sure because we really don't know at this point, because there's nothing that's been pipelined or officially confirmed, but I would say more than likely, yes, there will be some sort of helmet or lightsaber that is announced and or revealed at SDCC. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, in July when that does happen, I'll be covering all the news here on the channel. The next question says, how long do figures typically last on shelves and sold by through main stores like Target, Walmart, Big Bad Toy Store, etc.? I've been holding off on buying a few figures, but I'm worried that I am waiting too long. Great question, and the real problem with that right now is that it's just really hard to tell, and there is no really right answer to this. It really just depends on a few different things. For one, it depends on the popularity of the character. If it's a super popular character, they're going to sell out really, really fast. Another thing is just depends on how much stock they actually made of that particular figure. If it's an exclusive, there's probably a lot limited stock, but if it's a mainline character, it probably has a little bit more stock. So it really just depends, but I think a really good example of this is just some of the more recent waves have been pretty hard to find, specifically some of the Ahsoka waves with like Morok or Balin and Shin. Those have been some pretty hard waves to find, but for example, I can still go to like my local Walmart or Target today, and I'm still finding figures like Third Sister Reva or even the Fifth Brother, like figures from Kenobi that are still showing up in store shelves, yet figure waves that came out not that long ago, earlier beginning of 2024, are nowhere to be seen. So at this point, it's just really hard to say, and I say if you're looking for a figure, I say try to get it at your earliest convenience because you never know how long it is going to stay on store shelves. A good example of this is figures like Morok. He got discontinued like a month after he started hitting store shelves, and we don't really expect to see him ever hit store shelves again. So it's tough to say, but I say if there's a figure you want, try to get it. The next question says, if you had the space, what are some Hot Toys figures you would want? Great question. There was a ton of Hot Toys figures revealed recently that I was really, really thinking about getting. For example, they obviously had Lord Starkiller there in like the super awesome Sith armor, and it was super cool, and I almost picked this one up because it's so incredibly awesome, but I don't have the money nor the room for it. Another one was the like Shadow Stormtrooper. That one I thought was super cool as well. But at this point, Hot Toys are just a little too expensive for me, and I don't really have room to keep them. And so I pretty much told myself the only other Hot Toys that I'm ever going to get is going to be an ARC Trooper 5. So if they make an ARC Trooper 5s, I'm going to buy it, but until then, I'm probably not going to get any other ones. And then speaking of Hot Toys figures, the last question says, what made you stop doing Hot Toys news videos just after one video? Good question. I just haven't had the time to do it. I've been trying to do main channel videos here as well as gaming channel videos, which have been a little scarce, but yeah, it's just trying to find time, balancing the main channel and the gaming channel and everything else. Like, I'd love to do more Hot Toys news videos, and that's one of my goals for the summer of 2024 here is to push out some of those Hot Toys news videos. So, it's not over. I'm going to do more in the future. I just have to find time to do it, and I know I completely missed like such a huge May 4th event where they revealed the Starkiller and the Shadow Stormtrooper. There was so much Hot Toys news there that would have been great if I did get around to covering it, but I just didn't have time to do it, unfortunately. So, fingers crossed for some more in the future, but as of right now, we'll see. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Ask Lukenessmonster. If you did enjoy, go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure to leave a comment down below for the next episode. We try to do 2 episodes a month every other week, so if you are interested, like I said, make sure go leave a comment down below, because I love answering your guys' questions here, and I love to see what you guys have to ask. So leave a question down below, and again, consider becoming a channel member by hitting that join button down below. It is by no means required, but it is a great way to help out the channel if you are interested. Anyway though, that is going to do it, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.